this is Bruce with Big Fish Software, and this video is going to show you how to copy your database from Workouts for Swim Coaches into the new Workouts X. And we're going to use Dropbox for this example, but the concept is pretty similar with iCloud. I just find Dropbox a little bit easier and a little bit quicker to see the files get uploaded. So we're going to start out. First thing you should do if you don't have the Workouts X program yet is you want to download that, and you want to go in and go through the initial screens and choose the Get Started option. And what you'll need to do though is subscribe. Now with the beta version, there's no cost for the subscription while you're using the beta version. So go ahead and subscribe, and that will give you all the features that you need to be able to download files from Dropbox. So once you have the Workouts X program in, and I just created an empty database here, so there's no workouts. I'm going to click on the Settings tab and come over to Database. Now once again, you won't see all these options if you haven't subscribed to the application. But at the bottom of this menu under Settings, you'll see that we have Dropbox and iCloud. Now I've already gone through and enabled or associated a Dropbox account with this app. So I've logged into a Dropbox account that I'm going to use for this demo. Okay, so once we have that, and we're all set up on the Workouts X side, and I should be able to go to Dropbox and click on, this is just using Dropbox.com, I can click on the apps folder, and I can see that I have Workouts for Swim Coaches, which is where my backup files for that app are. And then I have the new Workouts X folder. So these are empty right now. So what we're going to do is I want to use Workouts for Swim Coaches, and I'm going to back up into that Dropbox folder. So here I have my database. I'm going to click on the upper right hand corner on the database icon. I've already once again connected to Dropbox, and you'll see that the Dropbox folder that it's going to write things into is the Apps Workouts for Swim Coaches folder. So we'll click the backup button here, and we can type in a name for this file. We'll just call it transfer. We click the backup to Dropbox, and that file will be sent to Dropbox under Apps, Workouts for Swim Coaches. So if I click on that, now I see this transfer backup folder or file in that. Now the Workouts X app cannot read files from this folder. So we actually have to take this backup file, and I'm going to click on this option over here and copy that. I'm just going to copy that into the Workouts X folder. And what that will do is it will allow me to see that file in the Workouts X program. Okay, so now we have that file copied over, and actually I could go back to Apps, Workouts X, and we see that same transfer file. So I'm going to bring back up my Workouts X app, go back into Settings and Database, and I'm going to use the Load Remote Database option. So we click on that, and what it does is it shows me that I have this one file out here, and it's marked as a legacy file because it's in a format from Workouts for Swim Coaches, which is different than Workouts X. We can pull files in from Workouts for Swim Coaches, but we will not be able to send the data back out. So once you make the move over to Workouts X, any changes you make there will only be accessible in Workouts X. So I'm just going to click that file, and I'm going to load that in. And it loaded it in. It gave me it shows me the database name up here. And if I click Done, we can go back over and see that I have two gold workouts and 1 silver workout in this season. So it was able to pull those files in. Now, just to show you that the differences when you back up through Workouts X, I'm just going to add, let's add an athlete. So I'm going to add Jim Smith. And we'll just say they're in the bronze group, and we'll hit save. Oh, I already have a Jim Smith. Let's make it Jimmy Smith. Not very inventive on names. There we have Jimmy Smith is in the bronze group there. Now, if I go back to settings and click on database, I can see that I've added something. So clicking on this little binocular button here will show me what I've added. In this case, I've added 1 athlete, and that athlete's name is Jimmy Smith. So this is really a handy feature also to see what pending changes you have that have not been uploaded yet. So, so I have that data. It has not been backed up. So to do that, I can click this little cloud icon, and it will back it up to Dropbox. So it goes out and it checks, and it has uploaded that file to Dropbox. And now, if I click back on Dropbox.com here, I can see that I have 2 new files. One is the database for version 1, and the other one is a file that keeps track of all the different versions that have been uploaded. So these files are used to synchronize changes made by different coaches. So you don't need to worry about that, but the key point here is I cannot take this file, this SQLite file, and copy that back into the Workouts for Swim Coaches folder and try to import it into there. It won't work. It's a one-way only thing. So that's pretty much it for getting the files over. And hopefully you're able to use the Workouts X, and hopefully you like the changes and the upgrades. And I appreciate hearing your suggestions. Just shoot me an email if you have any problems at bigfishsoftware@gmail.com.